Postmasters from all around the United Kingdom attended the 2024 NFSP Annual Conference, which was held at the University of Warwick in Coventry. This year's theme was Shaping Your Future, and numerous discussions were held around the post office brand, the culture in the post office network, the future strategy of the network, and much more. The conference started with the retail event, and both postmasters and suppliers spoke about how they found it valuable for their respective businesses.
It's been very fruitful. I enjoyed speaking to a lot of postmasters. But one thing I realized that a lot of postmasters need help, but they're willing to learn this new language, we call it social media skill. And now they understand the value of it and how important it is for their business to grow, to be on the social media.
The Postmasters are the heart of everything we do at IPS, so being able to present products in front of them is really great, and it's forefront of what we're doing going forward, so yeah, great to be here.
It's great to see some really interesting suppliers, people I don't use, people that can obviously add some value to my business. There's a nice mix of products, from some good card suppliers through to a new bank. I think I might be exploring that. Energy supplies, it's good to see things like the NBIT terminal here. Gives us a chance to sort of kick its tyres and ask some questions, so yeah, it's really good.
It's been very good. So we have met a lot of different postmasters that we've never met before, introducing the different ranges that we can provide, say home fragrance, impulse gifting, and just showing them what we can offer to the postmasters around the country.
Absolutely brilliant. So I got a new supplier, and as well as met fellow postmasters. Yeah, it's all good. I really enjoy it. It's a lovely location as well.
Following NFSP CEO Calum Greenhow's speech and a Q&A session, an inspiring speech by keynote speaker Darren Burns from the Timpson Group was followed by the panel Q&A Your Questions with Calum, Darren, Postal Affairs Minister Kevin Hollinrake and Post Office Chief Executive Nick Reed the following morning. 70 postmasters attended their first conference, whilst many more were returning for their latest NFSP conference. Minister Hollinrake, Darren and several postmasters gave their thoughts on this year's conference and the future of the network.
I really enjoyed it. Understandably, people gave me a constructive challenge about where we are and where we need to go, but we heard everything people said, and we're very keen to make sure that the post office isn't just seen as an organisation that has a past. It's also got a very bright future, and I want to be part of that future and do everything we can to make sure that future is as bright as possible for our communities, but also for our postmasters.
It's gone brilliantly. We've been very, very well received. The general feedback is that we've got full engagement, and should really have had a little time. I wish we could have had more time. It's something that we'll look at in next year's conference.
First NFSP conference has been really informative, honestly, and it's a really good thing for the postmasters like myself, who are attending for the first time. Brought a lot of insight into the things which we are not even aware of it. Obviously, bringing in speakers, question and answer times. That brought a lot of insight as well. A lot of networking being done between the postmasters, which really helped. And obviously, NFSP is doing a really great job.
It was good. You only get you're already busy in your day in day out business, and you only get chance this once a year to see all your colleagues and fellow members and get to see what's going on within the business, challenges the post office faces and us as well, and challenge the post office, the government minister and the NFSP.
I've really enjoyed it. I've got a lot of time to met lots of fellow postmasters and very, very useful.
And the Q&As went very well. And it's good to have somebody independent outside of the post office and the minister to actually take questions and reflect on what happens in other organisations. And possibly we should do a bit more of that, because I think sometimes we get very post office and the NFSP. There's just too much conflict there. You need some other person to come in and take that out and to give us a different perspective. And that was certainly refreshing.
Really took a lot out of it. I love the new question time format this morning with, we get the opportunity to ask important questions to not only Nick Reed but also the Postal Minister. I asked a question about the future of the network, what was sort of around the long-term planning really about where the post office is going.
The engagement's been great. Lots of people have been coming to me asking questions, really impressed about what we do in Timpson, asking me
questions about how they can implement similar sort of cultural changes within their organisations. But I think more so than ever, people have just been really interested and really kind, and they've been a really good bunch of people.
I want to be a better postmaster. I want to be a better retailer and a better businessman. I want to deal with my problem in my way, but I want to get those kind of skills from here. I want to improve a bit so I can use those skills and apply in my business when I go there tomorrow.
Yeah, I really found the conference actually excellent. It was good to catch up with other colleagues I hadn't actually seen for a while, and also get to the bottom of some of the issues of remuneration, how our culture needs to alter a lot, and also hear other people's comments on what is happening in the network.
I think also the fact that we've got the inquiry going on, that has put a little bit of a stop on things, because people have sort of said, I have to wait till after the inquiry. But really, to hang everybody who's been involved in the past, we really do need to think about the future, where the post office is going, where we're going to make our money in the future.
We all struggle in the business. We have challenges, and what we want to make sure that we work together with the post office and the government, with the federation, to make sure we have a bright future going forward.
Well, obviously the current focus is on the inquiry, which is only right for that to come to a conclusion later on this year. But obviously the questioning should be around the future of the network moving forward, and you know how that affects postmasters moving forward.
But overall, it's been a good conference. I've enjoyed it. Theoretically, it's my last conference. I shall miss it. It's been a point on the calendar, I think, as I said, for the last 10, 15 years or so that I've been coming. But it'll be a change. I won't know what to do in there apart from a couple of things.
This year's conference was at a new venue with a larger attendance than in previous years, and NFSP CEO Calum Greenhow was delighted with how everything went. He is now looking forward and wants everyone to work together to ensure a bright future for the Post Office network.
Well, first of all, it's been absolutely amazing to be here in Warwickshire University with over 200 colleagues from around the country, listening to them and being in workshops with them, and sort of just really tapping into the experience and the passion sort of that they have sort of for this business. To meet with the Minister and Nick Reid sort of the Post Office, and really just put all of that together in such a constructive and positive manner. So that's really what I'm going to take away from it on that basis. The reality sort of is that we do have challenges ahead. We've got sort of things that we need to sort of face. There are problems, but we together can actually find those solutions, and we should be able to be in a situation where we can actually influence those aspects that pertain to sort of our business in a positive manner. So yeah, it's been great.
I found it great. I've met lots of really interesting people, really hard-working people who are the hub of the communities. It's been a real great opportunity for me to talk about our culture in Timpson and some of the synergies between our organisations, so I've really enjoyed myself.
Well, if I can sort of single one sort of person sort of out, I think that has to be Darren Burns. He was absolutely amazing. He showed us what the art of possible is like. He showed us what good looks like, and the culture within Timpson's is exactly what we want to sort of have, not only just in the network but also within the post office. In essence, you've got government, you've got post office, and you've got postmasters working together for the good of this networking, for the good of communities around the country, giving back, supporting people, encouraging people, finding out what's the best in people, and actually promoting that sort of going forward. There's too much sort of within the post office of this late, which is actually negative, which actually is in essence like our own personal clout. We want to get away from that, and we want to actually be looking to the future. We've invested in this business, and we want this business to work, and let's do that together. We can work together, and I'm very confident that if we do work together, we can actually be a positive influence to the length and breadth of this country.